So if you clicked on this video, you were probably like me and you don't know what to do with your hair because you see so much buildup, you see lint, your hair is dry, and you probably done it all from ACV rinses to even Dawn dish soap. Yes, I did that. And I was just over it. I didn't know what to do. So this last time, about a week ago, I did a vinegar rinse. I did not have ACV. So I did vinegar with baking soda. It brought everything to the surface. So there was so much white spots in my hair. It was just crazy. It looked a mess, in my opinion. A mess. You could just see it everywhere. I used Lee Wahi clarifying shampoo, and y'all, I went through every single lock scrubbing, with that shampoo, and it still did not help. I feel like with ACV rinses, you have to have someone else do it because they can see where the problem areas are at and just really scrub. So after doing that, I did do the Dawn dish soap. It did really help. So my hair had gotten so dried out, I decided I need to do a hot oil treatment. Now I'm going to tell y'all how I figured out how to cover this all up by accident. So I decided to do a hot oil treatment with, I've done it before, some olive oil. It could be regular olive oil. Sesame seed oil. Let me see. And I just got this from the Asian aisle, either at Walmart or Kroger's, I believe. And I didn't use coconut oil like I did months ago. And I put it in a pot, stirred it up, let it get hot, and then I let it cool off just a little bit, and I put it in applicator bottle. After I wash my hair, because I do not condition, I put this all over my head. I put a bag over it. I let it sit for about an hour or two, and then I rinsed it out. I did not wash it out. I rinsed it out with warm water. Disclaimer, my hair felt weird, but it didn't feel dry or brittle, it just felt weird. The next day, I looked at all of those spots, and hopefully you can see. I looked at all of those problem areas, and I still saw a lot of the buildup or lint, but it was not as prominent. It was in your face, but it wasn't in your face. You get what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I think this worked a little bit. So I decided to do a second time. For the second time, I actually left it overnight and washed it out in the morning, just rinsed it out. And then I did a retwist that same day. And y'all, this is a retwist from a week later. My hair looks good. Now you can still see, I will say, you will still be able to see some spots, but it's not as bad as it was. Like here, you can still see a little bit. You can still see, but at the base, it was so much. You can't really see at the base. Here's the rest of my hair. So I will do a disclaimer again. You will still be able to see some things, but your hair is not going to be as in a bad condition as it was. And the back of my hair, I still can see it. Like I still can see it but not, to me, it's not as bad as it was. And I know that I will have to eventually resort to dyeing my hair. I hope y'all were able to see that. But I know I will have to eventually resort to dye my hair, but I'm just trying to refrain from it as long as possible because my hair is very sensitive to dyes. And I've heard about a henna and stuff like that, but I'm not really sure. I have to check into that. And I eventually do want to dye my hair, but I always was only going to do the tips. But now I'm going to be forced to dye my whole head. So if you have any, try to make sure I covered everything. I am going to incorporate this in my wash days. I wash probably every 2 weeks to once a month. It just all depends on how dirty I feel my hair is. Yes, you are adding a lot of oil back in your hair. But y'all, my hair, I just feel like it looks really good. Now, I believe that the sesame oil is what is like a darkening agent for some reason. And just think about it, if my hair looks this much better a week later, the day after, it was really good. So if you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you like and you subscribe and you follow my journey. I don't know if I can't remember if I told y'all or not, but I am 15 months left. And I plan to continue this journey even though I was on the verge of wanting to cut off my hair and go back straight natural. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.